world. I'm sorry, I was like kind of superposing for the thumbnail because I guess I decided that I need to do that more often so I don't have to choose the thumbnail. So, posing for the thumbnail. Okay, enough of that. So we're at LMCC and it's week 7 now. So I'm pretty sure, unless I got lost somewhere, which I was not sure if I mixed up the time or not, because time has been going and moving really kind of weirdly, I feel like, but I'm still on my braid thing. I really can't stop. I don't know what it is about. I don't know. Well, I guess it like also really became sort of like the easiest hairstyle for me right now because I have like kind of some breakage at the top, like just like a few smaller pieces that kind of like aren't so happy with the like last few rounds of bleach, I think. And I wasn't using K18 enough in my hair, I think. I don't know, I just wasn't taking like good enough care of it and like wasn't being gentle enough, so this just like kind of works for now until it grows out a little bit more. I'll be like, I'm now going to be like super, like much more gentler with brushing it, and I also think, so the last time I tried K18, that's like, I don't know, it was like a couple, like even 2 years, like when it first came out, I definitely bought it. Sorry, there's like a few people, but yeah, so the last time I tried it, I definitely didn't even do it right, or my like hair must have been in a different state, I think. I'm not sure, but you're not supposed to use conditioner, and I think I didn't follow that, and I don't know, like I think I didn't like how it felt at first, but I didn't give it enough of a chance, and I like this time I like followed to a T what you're supposed to do, which is not use conditioner, and towel dry your hair sufficiently, and then sorry, I don't know what I was doing, and then put it in your hair, leave it in for 4 minutes before you do anything. So I did that to a T, and it feels really like I don't even bleed. It feels so healthy, and I'm not worried about bleaching it anymore. It also smells quite nice. Like it's like a little bit chemically smells, but it's like a nice chemical, like salon kind of smell. So, but I used to be like so afraid of just like summer. Like I just hate how my hair looks in humidity, and it gets kind of like these like crazy kind of curls in humidity. So I always get sad when summer comes around, just anticipating my hair to look bad all the time and to feel kind of ugly all the time. But I'm actually a little less afraid of that now with like introducing K18 and making it, I think it's just gonna be, and then just having this go-to kind of hairstyle with just my bangs out makes me feel less afraid of my ugly hair depression over the summer. And I'm wearing this corset today. It looks like vintage Victoria's Secret, but it's actually not. They came out with it a few years ago, and yeah, it looks like they're vintage stuff because I don't know, Victoria's Secret used to come out with like incredible things in the 90s, early 2000s, like pieces that are just like really good quality and so beautiful, and so that's what this is. I think it's like really good quality, super beautiful and deep, like beautiful little details. This is like built in. But it's not vintage, just a couple years ago. I mean, I did buy it secondhand because that's usually where I find most of my, that's usually how I find most of my cute pieces. But do like it a lot. I don't know. It's like a little bit tight on me, so I usually wouldn't wear it to LMCC, but just to like work on studio stuff. But my friend told me he wanted to go to some like Italian gala for, I think it's for like a medical condition, something like that, and then the Gagosian opening, I think. So I'm excited for that. So I thought I would just wear one of my favorite corsets to go out with him after that later. And he's like also just like a really good friend of mine that always like, I'm just excited to hear some of his stories. He's been traveling and yeah, I don't know, so I'm excited to hear some of his stories too. I feel like I need to fix my lip gloss a little bit. 1 second. Yeah, it looks a little bit. That looks cuter. Okay. So yeah, I have like, I've been drinking lots of water because I was just dancing, and I don't know, I think in the last video I was talking about how I cracked the code for dancing a little bit better, or in more interesting ways, or like moving in more interesting ways, but I don't know, hopefully that wasn't a one-time thing, but as of now, I don't know, today it wasn't working as well. Maybe I'm stiff, maybe it's like my clothes aren't like flowy enough or something. My job interview, I think I mentioned it in the last video too, it was super difficult. So I'm not feeling super hopeful about it. It was really hard. They were really difficult questions, and for me, I get really nervous on the spot. I don't know what it is. It doesn't really make, well, it does make sense, but I like really blank out when on the spot with really hard questions if I can't sort of prepare them beforehand. Like, it's hard to explain, but my mind just goes like absolutely blank, like as if I've never even spoken a word in my life. So despite me really wanting that to go well and to answer the questions well, I couldn't really answer them that well. But someone told me recently that like they're changing that in some areas, some like different industries, where they will like send you the interview questions beforehand to account for all kinds of brains. People who get nervous, people who aren't like necessarily like, I don't know, maybe even just like super extroverted and like good on the spot. So that we can like look forward to maybe like a more inclusive interview process in the future. That's what I would definitely hope for. I have a Red Bull here. I actually super love Red Bull. It's a little bit of a weakness of mine. And I don't know, I've been like craving it a lot lately. I don't know what that's about. And I got a banana. And I moved this mirror into my space. Yeah, so there are dance studios here, and that's where I've been liking to film, but sometimes they're taken by dancers. So I thought I could get my own mirror in my little place and use that, because I think it's quite helpful to have a mirror. Well, it wasn't helpful today because I was just, I don't know, something wasn't really working, and we were running low on tea last week here and coffee, so I got like into sort of like, I think I used to have these like a few years ago in college. don't really remember, but I feel like I like them because they're like all sugary. So like there's like a little sort of like communal kitchen area, so I just put a bunch in that area, and I got like green tea for everybody and this kava stress relief tea. I tried it for the first time last week. I think it was nice. I've been seeing like these TikTok videos where I don't know, like someone's opening a kava bar or something as an alternative to alcohol. Pretty interesting. And just some oolong tea too. So it was kind of a haul last week of stuff. And I'm kind of thinking, I don't know, feeling a little overwhelmed about projects. I don't know how to say this, but I'm working towards a performance where like I will be provided with any tech and like resources that I could ever want. I've never been in that situation before, but they're like kind of, yeah, the institution I'm working with, they're like, you have 7, or it's actually 10 months, but now 7 months because it's been a couple months since I've been working with them for this fellowship. They will provide any technical resources that you could ever dream of. So like start thinking of what you might want to use. Like, I don't know, if you want an 86-inch monitor or multiple 86-inch monitors, or like a bunch of synthesizers, or multiple video games installations, like, and I don't know, it's just kind of like I think I've always limited myself to what's possible, like obviously like financially and within, yeah, like I mean basically financially I can't, and I don't know, but I've just been thinking about like what my absolute dream amount of tech would be, and I do always kind of overcompensate, I think, or like bring, I don't know, like use so much tech in my work, and then but I actually never feel like it's enough and always want to use more, but I'm only like one person, so I end up getting like being like, oh shit, like oh shoot, I'm working by myself, and then it's kind of not possible. I don't know. I think I'm not making a lot of sense today. But in the proposal, I wrote that I want to challenge my performance practice, continue experimenting with music and sound, and incorporate theater, dance, video games, and installation, music and sound into one project, and do it with new methodologies, and investigate how, I'm reading from what I wrote, investigate how to incorporate video games into performance in interesting ways, think through how to complexify and theatrify installations in a way that critically engages and participates wittingly in contemporary art. Think about erotic labor in more nuanced ways than I have before. So I guess in the visuality and conceptually. And I wrote that I would appreciate the mentorship to develop and synthesize that artwork in unfamiliar ways, so I can reinterpret my relationship to labor using technology in my own body. I guess that's what I will do, but I don't know what's actually going to happen. I have my trusty. There's a lot on my mind, but I did start working on a video game. Maybe did I show it last week? Okay, I'm just really proud of this like one little piece of the game. Hold on. It's like really cute. You see it? I made this like little adorable character, little fish character. This weird bathtub. Look at him. Look how cute he is. Look how cute he is. So I'm still working on that game. And I'm not even totally sure what the end result will be. I just knew some like the basic elements that I wanted. Okay. LMCC week 7. LMCC Residency week 7. Oh, there's a lot going on. Oh, and I guess I recorded a little bit of like me going on the ferry, so I'll include that.